AEW's Fyter Fest is this Saturday, and of course this will be I think this is one of the shows that is like a charity show or something. Oh no, I see what they did there. I see what they fucking did. And I'll get to that in a minute. Apparently it's a parody of the fucking Friar Festival and just their fraudulent ass over there, but it is interesting. It'll be a free show, so you don't have to pay for it, thankfully. Which the last show was like $50 or something, but it was totally worth it. I will say that. We have a few pre-show matches to go over, then we'll go over the main card first off. We have Michael Nakazawa against Alex Jabali in a hardcore match. Of course, we've never seen a hardcore match before. It's very simple. Anything goes. Any weapons can be used. No qualifications. No countouts. Sometimes false count anywhere. It just depends what they want to do with this one. And Nakazawa and Jabali were very impressive on the buy-in battle royal, or the casino battle royal, whatever it was called. But the buy-in, I think, was very impressive from what I saw in the battle royal. I don't know how he is in a hardcore setting, though. I don't know how Jabali is. I've seen Jabali off and on over the years, but it's been a while. I will pick Nakazawa just because he needs that win back. And not a lot of people really count battle royals as losses anyway. But just as far as getting momentum in this new company, I feel he needs this win to get that going. Next up, we have Kylie Ray versus the Librarian, Leva Bates, with the Librarian, Peter Avalon. If that sounds confusing, let me explain. Peter Avalon and Leva Bates are both apparently the Librarian gimmick, which is basically a librarian gimmick, to where Cody believed, and I might mix this up, either the New Bucks or Cody believed that Leva was the Librarian, and the other one thought that Avalon was the Librarian. And we saw both of them on the pre-show or the main card on an interview of them just shushing somebody, just being a fucking librarian, just telling them to be quiet and all this shit. And it was fucking great. And of course, you probably remember Leva Bates as Blue Pants over the years at NXT, and just her overall incredible cosplay gimmick, which is fucking great. Kylie Ray is kind of this company's Bailey, if that makes sense, but I've seen her work besides the match at the last Double or Nothing. She's a great wrestler. She's honestly the indie Bailey, if that makes sense. That's what her character pretty much is. It's very quaint. It's very nice to see something like that happen. But I will pick the Librarian to win with the assist of the Librarian. And if that is confusing, Avalon and Bates, again, are both the Librarian. It's hard to explain, but once you see it, it'll make sense. And our final pre-show is a triple threat match. The Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, versus SCU's Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian versus the Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. The winner of this match will get a first round bye at All Out for the AEW World Tag Team Championship tournament. And I guess we learned on the Stone Cold podcast, which I did not know until now, that Tony Khan, said there would be a tournament with Tag Team Championships, and it would start during the fall debut of the Wrigley Television on TNT when that happens in the fall. Who would need the bye, though, is what I'm thinking. And it's not based on who I feel could win the tournament. The bracket's not even made yet, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like SCU needs to buy more. So I pick SCU in this one. And next up, we have a freeway match. And of course, just for just housekeeping sake here at this point, a couple days ago, Brandy Rhodes announced that the Women's World Championship will be availed on All Out at the All Out show in August, which leads into our next match, a triple threat match, or a freeway dance, whatever you want to call it, as Sasaki, Riho, and Nyla Rose. Again, Nyla Rose on another freeway. What a surprise! Because I mean, Jesus, they're not going to put her one-on-one with anybody. Just that's another issue for another time. We'll get to that another time. But another freeway for the women here. But we did see the incredible debut, or I should say, the awesome debut of Awesome Kong. Just wrecking shit like as Kong does. But just as, and these two, Riho and Yuka, were great on the 6-woman tag. They also had Aja Kong on there as well. And Rio's had a lot of potential, in my opinion, over the past decade. May remember her from Ice Ribbon. May remember her in some other promotions, Joshi promotions as well. Trained by Emi Sakura, who we also saw in the Double Nothing card and that 6-woman tag. Honestly, I would pick Riho just because she needs it more, and just because, well, we'll get to that another time. Next up, Christopher Daniels versus CIMA. CIMA, of course, one of the working relations with Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, or OWE. The OWE stars were also at Double or Nothing. And, you know, due to visas and all this shit, hopefully he can come to the match, because there were some visa with some of the embassies and some of the... It's more political shit that we don't really like talking about here, but basically the embassies were not approving some talent, but were approving some of them, which we saw some of the OWE talent against SCU, ironically, at the Double or Nothing show. But some other talent were not there, and I don't remember if CIMA was one of the ones that was on the card or one of the ones that was not allowed by the Chinese embassy or the American embassy or whatever embassy it was. Like, the paperwork was done months in advance, but was not approved for whatever reason. If that makes sense. I'm trying to piece this together as good as I can. But nonetheless, this will be a great match, and I feel Daniels will win it, but CIMA has all the potential to actually win this, but I don't know if they'll do it. Next up, a four-way is Adam Page. One of the men that will be in the Ring of Honor World Championship match and All Out. Adam Page, Hangman, versus Jimmy Havoc versus Jungle Boy versus MJF, and this is basically because of what MJF did during Bret Hart unveiling the world title. I don't know. And of course, Jungle Boy, for those that not know, is the son of the late great Luke Perry. I feel like Page will get the win here, but I also feel that MJF will get the cocky heel win and just have people hate him, because he's honestly the best heel going today, because just the reaction he got at Double or Nothing was incredible. But I feel Page needs it more. If not, MJF will win it. And when we come back, we will talk about the last couple matches on this card.